To make the Jacob's ladder stitch, you make a slip knot and make chains in multiples of 5 plus 2. I'll be making 22 chains. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. After making my 22 chains, I'll go into the 4th chain from the hook, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, and into this 4th chain I'll make a double crochet and also make 1 double crochet across the row, 1 double crochet into every chain space across the row. I've completed the row of double crochet. To begin row 2, you chain 1, flip your work, make single crochet into every of the double crochet stitches that was made in row 1. I'm at the end of the 2nd row, and for this 2nd row I won't finish the last single crochet because I'll be changing my yarn to make the 3rd row. So I'm halfway done with the single crochet. I'll complete the single crochet with the new color that I'm introducing, and I'll tie it. I'll chain 3, which counts as a double crochet, and flip my work. So into the next 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4, I'll make 1 double crochet into each of it, so I'll have a total of 5 double crochet. 4 and 5. 5th double crochet, make sure you don't tighten the last chain 2, because this is where we'll be making the magic happen. So after doing this, you chain 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. After the 10th chain, then you slip stitch into the top of the last double crochet that you made. You go into the 2 stitches at the top of the last double crochet and you slip stitch. Now that holds down the 1st loop. You go ahead and make 5 double crochet across the next 5 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And just as we did earlier, we won't finish up the double crochet tightly. You chain 10, 7, 8, 9, and 10, and you go into the top of that double crochet and you make a slip stitch, and you continue this all across the row. I've completed the row, and this is what my work looks like. To begin row 4, you chain 1, flip your work, and you make single crochet into the same stitch, and you make single crochet into every other stitch. 3, 4, and into the 5th one. It might seem a little difficult to see, so you take the loop out of the way and you go into the 5th stitch with a single crochet, and you also go over the next 5 stitches with single crochets, and you do this all across row 4. For the last single crochet, I won't finish it up because I'll be introducing a new color. I'll attach my yarn and tie it up, and after doing that, I'll chain 3 and flip my work. 1, 2, and 3. Remember that the chain 3 counts as a double crochet, so I'll make 1 double crochet into the next 4 stitches. And for the 5th double crochet, we'll repeat the same thing we did in row 3. Make sure you don't tighten the top of the double crochet. Go ahead and chain 10, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. And then you slip stitch into the top of the last double crochet to hold down the loop. Go ahead and make 5 double crochet into the next 5 stitches, and into the 5th stitch you chain 10 at the top of the double crochet, and you slip stitch into the top of the double crochet, and you continue this till the end of the row. I've completed the row, and this is what it looks like. To begin the next row, I'll chain 1 and flip my work and make single crochet into the same space. This is simply a repeat of row 4. So you make 1 single crochet into every of the double crochet stitches made in the previous row. I went ahead to make 1 more row. For the Jacob's ladder stitch, you just have to keep alternating between the single crochet row and the loop row for as many times as you need to cover for the length of the project that you are working on. But to finish up the stitch, this next row is a double crochet row, but I won't be making any loop on this row. You just make 1 double crochet into every stitch across the row. I've completed the double crochet row. Now for the loops that we made, we'll go ahead and weave in each of the loops into each other. Pick the second loop, you pass it through the first in this way, then you pick the one at the top of it, you pass it through the loop in this way. Now it is all joined together. For as many of the loops that you have, you pass it into each other in this way. So you go ahead and do the other ones as well. Now that I have all my loops, that I have them joined together in this way, to secure the loops, we'll be doing that in the single crochet row. Now you chain 1 and flip my work. I'll make single crochet into the first 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now for the 5th one, you pick up the loop that you have, then you go into that 5th stitch and also into that loop, and then you make your single crochet. Let me do that again. For the 5th single crochet that you'll be making, you pick up your loop, you go into that 5th stitch like you make your single crochet, then you pick up the loop and you also pass your hook through that loop, then you pull your yarn through both and you make your single crochet. Now you make the next 4 single crochet before the next loop, and 4. Now we are at the 5th one. You pick up your loop just as you've intertwined them in front, then you go into the 5th stitch and also into the loop, you pull your yarn through and you make your single crochet, and you repeat this all through the row. Now this is what your work should be looking like at the end of the single crochet row. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you for sticking around, and I'll see you again in my next video.